self-pleasure or masturbation, or maybe both. Let's get into it, baby.
And we sound like Gucci, Gucci, Louis, Louis, Fendi, Fendi, Prada.
One more time. Dun, 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 dun. I'm back! Did you miss me? Did you miss me? Well, if you're new, then you didn't miss me because you're new. I'm so happy to be back. And let me tell you why the missing in action. In this last, I would say 3 months, that's how much it took me to come back. I got in touch with my true calling. Yes. So now me sharing these videos has a lot more meaning. So wait for it. And not just more meaning, they're going to become hotter. Yes, hotter. So wait for it. But without further ado, we need to do the outfit of the day. Isn't it cute? Yeah, you know this skirt. Ooh, I have to share something with you. I have something special behind my skirt. Okay. So now that the outfit is done, let's get into the content. So let's talk about this true calling, because this true calling has a lot to do with what I'm about to share with you today. You know that I am a big advocate of creating your dream life. You know, we are manifesting, we're creating 24/7. In order to create that dream life, you have to become the person who experiences that dream life. However, there's a missing ingredient, and it's very powerful. And this is where my true calling fits. Something that I realized is that in the last, I would say, 4 years, I've been tapping into a real power. Strong as fuck. That power is sexual energy. However, in this last year that I've been single, I've been practicing it on a daily basis. And guess what? Magic happens. Yes. So this is the practice that I'm going to share with you today, which is my self-pleasure practice. And what is the difference between a self-pleasuring and a masturbation? Because there is a difference. So let me share with you. So what is masturbation? Definition of masturbation is touching one's genitals. And this is how a lot of people think about self-pleasure. You're not wrong. It is a type of self-pleasure. However, it lacks a lot of the power. It gives you pleasure, but it gives you pleasure in a very fast way. And the result of that pleasure, it's also very fast. Think about it. When you have, let's say, a clitoris orgasm, you touch your clitoris in a very fast way, and then you come very fast too. It might last, what, 5 seconds at the most, if you're fucking lucky, right? So yes, it is okay to call this type of masturbation self-pleasuring, because you're still self-pleasuring. However, this is just the tip of the iceberg of pleasure. We women, and yes guys, I'm sorry that you are not as lucky as we are. And by the way, I wanted to mention this. Everything that I'm sharing in this channel and everything that I'm sharing in general, it's related to the female's anatomy. As you can tell, I am a female, and I only share what I had embodied as a female, okay? However, if you're a guy watching this video, I think that it's a very good idea for you to learn how is the female anatomy, and also share it with your partner. Why? Because when your partner gets empowered sexually, which is what I'm going to start sharing a lot in this channel, you are going to benefit a lot. So if you're a guy and you have a partner, share this video to your partner now, okay? Or maybe once we're done with the video, but share it. So going back to the iceberg, we are just tipping the point of the iceberg with the pleasure, which means there is a huge power running, and I like to call it a force. It's our life force that is running through our bodies. And with a 3-second or 5-second climax, you don't tap into that power. And that is the biggest difference between masturbation and self-pleasuring. Why? Because through self-pleasuring, you do get tapped with that life force. And this is what I'm going to share in this video. So what is the definition of pleasure or self-pleasure? It's giving enjoyment, it's giving satisfaction to yourself, which, let me tell you, it's a lot more than just clitoris and masturbation. Self-pleasure is not just about stimulating your genitals. I keep on doing like this, but that, you know what I mean, right? As women, well, guys too, you know what, I do this. Anyways, it's not just about the stimulation to reach orgasm. It's about connecting to our sexuality in a bigger way. Self-pleasure, it's a practice. That's how I like to take it in, you know? Just like yoga, it's a practice. Just like meditation, it's a practice. Just like working out, you know, when you work out, that's a practice. And the more you do it, guess what? The better you get at it. And most likely, you are getting very good at the 3-second. I like to say it like this. You know me at this point, right? So yes, it takes time. You have to invest your time to get better at it. Just like anything else, right? If you go to the gym, you're not going to pretend to have your 6 packs after just 1 week. This is the same thing. You're not going to pretend to tap into this inner force by doing it just 1 week. But I'm going to share with you the biggest difference between masturbation and self-pleasure. And when I realized this, it has been game-changing for my self-pleasure practice. So the main difference between both is the outcome. With masturbation, the outcome is reaching an orgasm, right? Why would you masturbate yourself? To have the climax. With self-pleasure, you don't look for that outcome. It's outcome-less, I would say. However, like everything, right? When you're not focused on the outcome, guess what? You get the most explosive and delicious and yummy orgasms, even better than the ones you get by stimulating your clit. So that's the biggest difference. The biggest difference is the outcome. Even though the outcome comes. At some point, it's going to come. And when it comes, after practicing, it's like the 6 packs, right? You're not going to pretend to have the 6 packs. The same thing, you're not going to pretend to reach this delicious and yumminess and explosive orgasms by just doing it 1 week. It takes time, it takes practice. This is why I call it self-pleasure practice. So now that I share with you the main difference between self-pleasure and masturbation, let's get into the benefits of self-pleasure because it is huge. The first thing that I want to share is that self-pleasure holds a lot of power for women. Yes, we get in touch to that power within us, but it's also very empowering. And it also heals. It's very healing. And I am going to do another video about sexual traumas and sexual shame because that's something that I've been healing a lot. But a lot of women go through sexual traumas, and a lot of us have to heal a lot of wounds, not even sexually, but also, body-wise. Self-pleasure, it's a beautiful tool to heal. I've healed so much shame and guilt that I feel like this free, liberated woman. That's what happens when you are free of sexual shame. You fucking liberate yourself. And by the way, if you are not following me on Instagram, and I know I've been saying that in every single one of my videos, but for real, that's where I'm sharing my sexual liberation. And the interesting thing that I want to share is that my body came first with this message of sexual empowerment. That's how that's why I've been showing up so sexually and so empowered. So the body came out first, and now it's the mind and the soul. It's like we're it's like we are in sync. And this is why I'm sharing this message in a broader way. So it heals and it reprograms your mind from old conditioning. This whole conditioning is coming from centuries ago when they realized the power of this energy, the sexual energy. And that's why they tried to suppress it. And this energy has been suppressed for centuries and centuries. And I'm telling you, the reason is because they knew the power. But now it's kind of coming out. And that's why more and more people are feeling sexually liberated and sexual empowerment. And it's my mission to empower you to become the same. You're welcome. So another big benefit, and this is one of my favorite ones, all of the benefits are huge, but this one has a lot to do with the way I look, baby. Yeah, my body, my self-expression. It has a lot to do with me being tapped with this sexual energy. Why? Because you start to see your body not as a body. You start to see your body as something holy. It's not just about the way it looks, it's how your body feels. You start to pay attention to your body and the sensations that your body has, because our body is an instrument. And the more we tune in the instrument with all of these practices, the more we tune it in, the better it can play music. That's how it is. I like that. And this is why I'm sharing that, the way that I look for, the age that I have and having 4 kids, it has a lot to do with me being tapped into this sexual energy. Another huge benefit of self-pleasure is the confidence. You start to gain massive levels of confidence, making you show up as who you truly are. And I've experienced this, and of course every single one of these benefits, because a lot of people are like, what happened to you? And it's this. What happened is that I tapped into my inner power. Another benefit, and I should have counted the benefits, but that's okay. And this one is huge. This is another one of the big ones, is the feelings. Feeling the feelings. With masturbation, you don't feel nothing. In fact, I think that a lot of people, they numb themselves through watching porn and masturbating. Self-pleasure, it's about feeling it. It's about feeling, as I said, the sensations of your body, but feeling also the emotions. Contrary to mainstream masturbation or the ones that you watch on porn or even anywhere on internet, self-pleasure does not look that pretty. I'm going to be very honest with you. Self-pleasure comes with tears. It comes with screams, like super wild. It comes with moans. It comes with movements. It comes with feeling, expression. That's what self-pleasure really is. It's not just about like rubbing it and getting just a little bit. It's about going deep within. Can you feel the difference now? I hope you do. Another benefit is that self-pleasure regulates your hormones. It regulates your system, making you feel more energized and more fulfilled by life. Remember, it's a life force that is running inside of us. So of course, when you tap into that life force, you feel like you're more fulfilled about life. I could go on and on with the benefits, and most likely I'm going to share more benefits as we go here in this journey of my sexual empowerment. But I think that the biggest, and I said this a few times already, but I think that the biggest benefit of self-pleasure is giving permission to yourself. When you give permission to yourself to touch yourself in the most primal way, that self-permission, it translates to every part of your life. So when you permit yourself here, you start to self-permit everywhere. It's a fucking game changer. Game changer, self-pleasure. Can you get that? Can you get that? Can you get that? I hope you do. The more permission you give to yourself by touching yourself, you gain more permission to express yourself and to be seen as who you truly are, which means to be seen unapologetic without the fear of being judged. It's like you don't care. And again, I'm telling you this based on experience. Okay, so now that you know all of the benefits, and I know that you most likely want to start a self-pleasure practice, don't you? Don't you? Don't you dare not, okay? So what is next? What is next? After this beautiful video, you might want to start a self-pleasure practice. However, it is not as easy as like 1, 2, 3. It takes a little bit of preparation. And this is why I decided to create something for you to make it easier. Because you know what? I'm a huge, if you haven't realized, advocate of self-pleasuring. So my mission is that more people touches themselves. So I created something for you. Yes, you're welcome. If you're watching this right after I posted this video, it might not be ready yet, but don't worry. Just go to the link that I'm going to post in the description box, because that's how you're going to access my 5-day self-pleasure initiation. Yes. So in these 5 days, I'm going to take you from 0 to a lot. I wouldn't say 100, because the 100, as I said, it takes practice, but I'm going to take you from 0 to 20. And then you have to keep on practicing. That's how it is. So you get into the hundreds. If you want this 5 days self-pleasure initiation, go to the link below and sign up for that. Again, if it's not ready, still sign up, because as soon as it's ready, I'm going to give it to you. Okay, so still sign up. So that's it for today. Did you like my comeback? Did you like my comeback? Did you like my strong comeback? I would say, because I came fucking strong. So that's it. I'm going to leave you with the final message. If after this video you do not even grasp the idea of starting a self-pleasure practice, then I don't know what you have been watching or listening, because this can change your life. And again, it's the power inside of you. And if you want to tap into that power, I'm giving you the keys for that. So go to that link and download my 5 days initiation so you can start having the most beautiful sex with yourself. I love you.
See the mother chicken.